Francisco 49ers, taking on Justin Herbert and the Seattle Seahawks.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good... Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. 49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the 3rd overall pick for the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-time interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help his team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 19 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in Week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football. They continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we have...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
On these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On second down, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the... Here's McCloud from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. And he loses the football a second time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be taken at the 10. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football first and this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well. Protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9.
I got him. You got tight left.
Now Lance. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Herbert now.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, time.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. George Pickens with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. After the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle, and they will only muster a yard here at the 38. The run only only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Lance on the bootleg. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Lance. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
95.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance, he's got Ayuk once again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if the play comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gold with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Don't get nervous. 555, 555.
From the gun, it's Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Yayu. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
All day, every day, any day.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Hey, check five, check five. Watch it, five.
A final shot before half for Lance. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Keep adding to it. Keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check, 55 to mine.
Ready.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
55. Hey, eat. Crunch time.
Throwing now is Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And calling a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Take it in at the 22. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And out will come the offense. A take them. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
32.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Working from the gun, Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, check mine.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They're running it. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put things behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Check 53 to mine. Nice, sweetheart. Mike, 53. 53.
Lance now to throw. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. 53 to mine.
From midfield, here's Lance. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Wants to run.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Check 24, check 24.
Lance now on first down. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Black 40. Watch out, 50 Fury.
Keep it up, guys.
Lance now on first down.
Watch the back, watch the back.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
22.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
McCaffrey on the toss right.
it's gonna be a long
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
check back, check back.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Here's Lance. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed? How the feet are hopefully.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Here we go.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On first down, Lance got a man. That's Ayuk. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now he'll escape to his right. Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. With with the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into. This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.